Ladies, you have to learn how to process your anger. Emotion is not weakness, it is power. Let me tell you a short story. I was recently on a call with a client and she was telling me about the situation where she was at work and there was some miscommunication. Essentially, someone talked down to her and tried to make her feel less than she is. She knows who she is, and as a result, she felt this anger. She wanted to rise up and protect herself and her name. Yet, she held back, she choked it down and ended up fawning, right? So, fawning is one of the 4 trauma responses when our body is in the sympathetic nervous system. When that gets activated, it's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. She ended up rolling over, trying to basically get this person to like her even more, even though they were already showing her that they didn't respect her, right? So then she digests the situation and comes to me and she's like, I felt so angry, but I didn't want to come off as the angry Black woman. And I totally understood where she was coming from because I have been in that situation many a times myself. We want to show up with grace and with poise and with kindness as the queens we are, and we don't want anyone to take us out of our power, right? And there's a way you can do that while still feeling that anger and still standing up for yourself and letting somebody know, like, this is not okay. She went into the trauma response because essentially she learned somewhere along the she learned that her emotions were not important in childhood. And although she's really intelligent and high achieving, she works this amazing job, she's still been carrying around that imprint, like so many high achievers do. And so what I have been working with her to do is to hold space for that anger, because usually anger is multifaceted. One, anger rises up when we know that a situation isn't right, like there's some sort of injustice, disrespect, XYZ. So that is important information that clues you in on how to move with another person within that situation. But 2, usually underneath anger is sadness of, this little girl within us that wasn't seen, that wasn't heard, that wasn't held space for. So when we choke that down, we choke down the ability to stand up for ourselves, right? We choke down the ability to actually understand and observe disrespect and injustice. And essentially, we are telling our body that we are not important, right? That anything can attack us and it doesn't matter what's going on, we won't stand up for ourselves. And the reason this is really important is because this usually manifests in some sort of autoimmune disease, right? And this client has an autoimmune disease. 80% of autoimmune diseases happen within women because we hold on to all of these experiences, especially when we don't think we are. And this is the main reason why it's so important to honor your emotions and process them. I'm not saying to go like crazy and use that as an excuse to crash out and like beat the hell out of people. Although sometimes that little devil on your shoulder is telling you to. What I'm saying is it is so important to let that energy flow through you so you can alchemize it and transmute it into power. Because all of your emotions are simply messengers. And when you allow yourself to listen, then you find the wisdom within. So for this client, I was able to help her through that with a rage ritual, which I love doing. And perhaps you might need some sort of support like that too. And this is why I am so excited to tell you about NECTAR, which is a one-on-one program I have for high achieving women. You step out of the hustle, the overwork, the self-sacrificing, and you're able to tap into that soft, juicy, and successful life that you've always desired. Because here's the thing, you don't have to choose between being a strong, confident, well taken care of woman or keeping the peace and success in your business or career, right? It's not that you have to sacrifice yourself at the altar of whatever goal you have. There's a way to do both. I've done it. I guide my clients through it too. If you're ready, comment SJS beneath this or soft, juicy, and successful, and let's get to chatting. Peace.